Welcome to your March 4Thought. I'm Nathan. This is Lauren. It is March, so it's the month of spring.
That's right, March 19th.
So
Spring will be sprung.
Yeah, right around the corner. For those of you who don't know, the groundhog in Western Pennsylvania,
Old Phil.
rather famous groundhog, got it right.
That's right.
Which he usually doesn't.
Maybe you can see a little sunshine coming through the windows here in downtown Pittsburgh. We changed our location again because this offers the best natural light. We want to take as much sunshine in as we can here in the city of Pittsburgh.
Yeah. So what he usually doesn't get right, it seems like he's gotten right this time. A lot of he has that in common, I guess, with a lot of
the prognosticators.
Yeah, that you'd see on a CNBC desk
right.
Or
guessing what the market's going to do today or tomorrow. Right.
Right. So it got us to thinking about seasons, and we're starting a new season. And I think we spend a lot of time talking to clients during their season of winter, which is what we think of when we think of times in the market where asset prices are down. So stocks go down; they don't always go straight up. It's not a linear game that we play. So you're going to have moments in time where they don't rise in value, and bonds as well. And there's been some correlation between those two things. Much more recent in the last couple of pullbacks in the last couple of winters, you could say. But we're certainly not experiencing a winter right now. It's the opposite.
Right. The temperature is quite hot, especially in a specific segment of the market. Technology and AI is a topic of conversation. You can't turn on the news or open up your news app without hearing about specific stocks in that category. And, are those stocks undervalued or overvalued? I think there can be a case made for either point, but I think that's not the objective that we have in the newsletter that we wrote this month or in the conversations that we have with our clients. So really it's about what rate of return do you need to hit your goals? And are we acting as a guide along that path to help you fully vet out what those goals are and what you can achieve? And then once we've done that, we're measuring and monitoring that path along that course and making sure, I think, that you don't make the big mistakes that we've seen in our years and years, decades of experience that other people.
Decades. Decades, it sounds harsh, but it's been decades. That's true. We've been doing this a long time.
So. Yeah, I mean, for better or for worse, I know I've seen at least three, if you want to call them market meltdowns or recessions. I started in this business in '99, so 2001. Nathan and I were working together. Then 2008, we saw it, and of course, more recently, we've seen some. Some of those are based on economic things. Some of those are based on things outside of anyone's control. But what never changes in all those circumstances are the plan that the clients have in place need to be adhered to reach those goals.
Right. And so if we're telling you to stick to your plan when you're in the winter season, when you're in a moment of doubt or heavy concern, or you're really focused on the fact that your portfolio has decreased in value, and we know those periods come, they're not fun.
They're very stressful.
They're usually much shorter in hindsight than the periods where the market is expanding or we're experiencing now. And if we're adding value in those moments, we also want to add value when things are good, when things are better. And one of the ways we see that is, we wrote about it, or you can read it. A lot of football analogies in there. Lauren loved it. It's his favorite. And so just sticking to a plan, if you have something in place, and it's not that it's going to change, that it's not going to change, rather, it is going to change. We know plans are going to evolve, but it's important to have one to reference and kind of measure where you are, where you came from, and create a path that we can, set you on and make sure that you stay on course, even when things are great.
Right.
Maybe you want to deviate from
and back to Nathan's sports analogies, we don't want to forget the fundamentals of the game, the blocking and the tackling, right? Rebalancing the portfolio, making sure the asset allocation is diverse, right? Not concentrated to eliminate risk, and make sure you have enough of income generating assets to support the portfolio in the downtimes. So not so much that it stops you participating in the growth. I think a lot of people may misinterpret our conversations about that. We want growth in the portfolio. We wholly believe in the market and its power to change people's lives for the better. But we also want to make sure that we don't get ahead of ourselves in some of those situations and create a catastrophic area that we can't recover from.
Yeah, I think that's well said. And if you hear this and it speaks to you, or if you have more questions, feel free to reach out. If you know someone that is saying, hey, wow, AI, I just want to have every stock in
100%.
AI and tech, perhaps they would benefit from having
Just a brief conversation with us about,
we're happy to do that.
yes, absolutely are. And ideally, putting this on YouTube makes it easier to share that to your friends and family that you think could benefit from our services. So as always, we appreciate it. We appreciate any feedback that you have for us, because we want to make these videos about you and what you want to hear. So thanks again.
Thank you very much.